How to conquer overthinking. And you first have to come to the realization that overthinking is going to happen regardless. No matter what happens in your life, overthinking is going to happen. It's if you take it to a positive or negative realm. And most of the time, you take it to a negative realm, thinking that bad things are going to happen, thinking it's going to go negative, it's not going to go the way you wanted to go. But in reality, you don't really know, and you can't guarantee yourself the result until you actually do it, until you actually attempt it, until you actually try it. Until then, you don't know the answer. You don't know the outcome. You might be surprised what actually might happen. But if you go into the situation telling yourself, no, 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 I don't know, you're more likely it's going to happen that way because you already put in your brain like you're going to fail. There's this tightrope theory that where anybody can cross across a tightrope, no matter what it is, if it's on the ground. If they try hard enough and they put their brain to it, they can cross across a tightrope. But put it across some skyscrapers, they think, oh, I'm going to fall, and then they end up falling because they put in their brain that they're going to fall. So that's what the brain is programmed to do, is to fall. It's to fail because you told yourself you're going to fail. So it's like, okay, we're going to go with that. It doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So if you tell your brain, oh yeah, I'm going to fail, and you imagine yourself falling, you imagine yourself failing, that's exactly what's going to happen. So you got to take that overthinking and imagine the activity actually happening in a good way, a good positive thing. So let's say a race is about to start. You're getting the butterflies. If you're like, oh, I'm going to lose, I'm feeling all nervous, this and the third, you already lost the race. You have to win mentally first before you can actually win the actual race. You have to be like, okay, it's preparing me for this moment. When I'm running track, I have to realize all these butterflies is preparing me for this moment. It's preparing me to become a winner. I got to take this anxiety, take this nervousness, and use this shit as my fuel to my fire to push me to get across that finish line first. Because if I just let it consume me and just get all nervous, of course I'm going to lose. If I'm all nervous and let it consume me, but I can't let it consume me. I have to achieve it. I have to conquer it and let it known as, this is my world. I decide how things go, and I decide I want to win, and I'm going to win. And I'm going to take this anxiety, this nervousness, and channel it into a fucking energy, a positive energy. The only way to really conquer overthinking is use it as your best friend, to use it as your energy, use it as your fuel source. There's no way to really get rid of overthinking. That's why I said conquering it. You can't get rid of it. You have to conquer it. You have to control it. You have to understand it. You have to understand that it's preparing you for the moment. It's preparing you for the worst possible thing to happen, and it's also preparing you for the best thing to happen as well. But it's all up to you to decide which way you want to think, to decide if you can conquer that overthinking or not.